Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. Oh, yeah. My hands working or not? Yeah, they're working. Look at that. Okay, nice. So tonight we have to solve a bit of a problem that I don't know if we will be able to solve, but that's normal when you start a new search, when you approach a new problem, right? You don't really have an idea on how to fix it, and that is really the case because basically what I want to have a voice for the CRAN, right? So I think what we need to search for, audio effect post processors. Now we don't really want them to be real time, right? So I don't think it's a problem. I don't think we want it real time. I think we want it sound effect library option for audio post production, right? Well, my problem is voice, right? My problem is voice. Soundly, huh? So the first thing that we can do, we can insist on our AI and try to see if, because I did this already, right? I insisted a bit on the AI, trying to find a way to generate. Yeah, let me change the music quickly. Let me change the music. Done. So let's see if he generated something. I think it timed out. I have to regenerate it because I think I generated like 10 hours ago and I just left. I mean, just left the window open, right? But I think it will be very hard to generate a voice with this kind of characteristics from the beginning. I think we should just use a normal voice generation and then add at the end as a post-processing, right?
Let's send this out to Pro Tools Audio Bridge. I think, if I remember correctly, design punch to show up in one of libraries. Got some. Let me see here. Record I did some success.
It is really not, because you know, they are saying, oh, you need a sound effect, right, on top of what I need a voice effect, right? I need a voice effect. Let me see if this guy generated something.
In the depths of time, I have witnessed mountains rise.
I obviously cannot.
From the depths of the earth.
In the vast expanse of time.
In the vast expanse of time. What the hell does that mean? What is that? But anyway, no, it doesn't work. Audio voice effect. Audio voice effect. Mutator. Extreme voice designer. Voices, sound effect. What is this? No, these are people, I guess, singing. Or, I mean, we can ask ChatGPT, but I tried already and didn't really work actually. So I want to apply a post-process sound effect to a voice, right? To a voice. It should not be just a simple reverb or wah-wah. How do you say wah-wah in English like this? Or wah-wah. But I need to add some stone grinding other stone kind of noise, kind of sound, so that it sounds like a giant made of stone speaking. So that's the problem, right? The problem is this. So usually what the AI is suggesting is saying, oh, you can just add a rock sound, you know, below it. But this is not really working, because if the rock sound is not flowing together with the waveform of the together with the waveform of the speech, right? It will never sound correct. It will just sound like something that is going separately, right, in another location, not together with the voice. So the problem is that they have to be melted, right, one into the other, right? So so yeah, grinding rocks, low frequency rumble, cracking debris. So the problem is, how do I don't know if we can do it with meta sounds. Granular or spectral effect. Exactly, this is the problem, right? The problem is this: time align the short burst of these sounds with syllable peaks, right? So that is exactly the issue, right? The problem is, how do I sync it? So it is giving a lot of insight on the potential. I don't know any of this, right? So we will have to unfortunately learn it all from scratch. But no, I thought that I could right click, but I couldn't. Sorry, why I cannot? What? Why can I just click and open in another page? Huh? He's opening it in the same page, which is super annoying. Can I shift click or something? No. Super annoying. Okay, I can say copy link, but okay, I can say copy link, right? But what is this?
Here again, take a quick look at a cool tip to shifting. It's very, very cool, but via.
Oh, you're twisted that now you it.
And now we're. And let me see if I can do.
Lifeline, now you're venom.
I mean, this has nothing to do with what I want to do, right? This has nothing to do, like 0.0. Has nothing to do, bro. It is a complete hallucination by the AI. Complete hallucination. And the link is dead. And the link is dead. What is this? It's not too bad. That is not too bad, but it's not... The trailer is the same that we already watched. Warp spectral inversion and warping module. Shift unique topology, combine pitch frequency shifting module with smooth tighten, detune the module, dual lush randomizer. Because you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking if I use like, if I have the same voice twice, but one is warped, right? So much like this one. So, do you think that
I am Jos.
I am Jos? It's pretty good that you are Jos. So, like, if I take one of the two, right? So, if I just and then I completely destroy this to the point, but it keeps the same, waveform, right? So, do we have? Do we have a warp? I mean, obviously I can have a distortion, but
I am Jos.
I am Jos. Distortion, hard clipping, soft overdue, minimum overdrive, hard overdrive, cubic, even harmonics, expand, lever, rectifier. Oh wow, we need to try them all to understand what they do. Shit. Hard clipping, I think, is just cutting off, no?
I am Jos.
Holy shit. Sorry for the volume.
I am Jos. I am Jos. Caretaker of this library.
Caretaker.
caretaker of this library.
So if we destroy it, so if I do like 100% or 80%, but the volume we keep it low, right?
Caretaker of this library. Caretaker of this library.
It's not distorting enough though.
Caretaker of this library.
Sorry.
Caretaker of this library.
If I cannot use the number of repeats.
I am Jaios, caretaker of this library. I am Jaios.
Yeah, the problem that it becomes, right? So our problem is, yeah, the problem is that it becomes noise. We don't.
I am Jaios, caretaker.
Let me try anyway. Let me do this. Then let me do this. And obviously I'm exaggerating, but just to understand what we can get.
I am Jaios, caretaker of this library.
Holy
I've
shit.
devoted my life to preserve.
Holy shit, bro. That was not bad at all.
I am Jaios, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life to preserve.
You know what? I think that this can solve it. Because, you know, if now I apply this like this, and then I reduce the volume a lot, and then this becomes like just a background, right? Very, now obviously on this voice is not very good to do this, but I think it may work actually. So if I go down quite a bit, right, so that this becomes very low, and then I play them together, right, because that's the idea. I play them together.
I am Jaios, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life to preserving the written word.
It's not too bad. I mean, obviously we need a deeper voice, but the amount, I mean, the fact that it sounds a bit like a very rocky voice, I think it's not too bad.
I am Jaios, caretaker of...
I mean, it sounds a bit like two people speaking, I know, but
I am Jaios.
But we can maybe make it even stronger than this. Because the point is that this should happen only... I don't know if it should really happen everywhere, right? So there maybe we delete some pieces. The problem is that if I delete some pieces, that becomes manual work that it takes me forever. So I need a system that I can basically adapt this to many voice lines, right? But I would say that it's not too bad. Because if you do anything that is a phaser or a, I mean, it's not really going to do it. And I think if I add more distortion over this, it's not really going to... The problem is that it is still recognizable. So the noise... What does the compressor do? The problem of this thing, they are not explained, right? So it's very hard to understand what they do. Pole stretch. But this is unfortunately changing the wavelength. I mean, changing the time, right? So I need something that creates an effect but stays exactly at the same, right? At the same timing. So that is really like if the voice is different. So this pole stretch definitely is not one of them. I think the reverb has the same problem. The reverb will just create sounds where there are no sounds. Exactly. So it is absolutely unusable for us, right? So it's not what we want. I think a phaser is pretty much the same because he's also well, this one I think is keeping the wavelength, right? But is I mean, it's destroying it a bit. True.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library.
But I think it may work, huh? I mean, we need as a start already a voice that is a bit more deep, because otherwise it sounds really wrong, right? So we need a already. I mean, not -15 for sure, but we need this voice to be lower.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library.
Yeah, exactly. Should start. I think you should start already kind of like this, and then with the additional, right, with the additional background thing.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life to preserving the written word.
The problem is that one, it becomes very hard to understand, and two, but I can make the second one, you know, with less volume, right? Is this the volume or what? Ah, this is the volume. Ah, okay, nice. So I can lower it here without doing the change.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library.
It's already better.
I am Jayos.
Because it vibrates a bit, right?
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library.
The problem is that it sounds like two voices, really, and this is what I think is a bit annoying. Because it's not really a filter on top, right? It's just a double. I mean, in theory I could merge them, but I think if I merge them, the result will be the same as non-merged, right? I could, yeah, I think so. I think if I put one on top of the other, the result will be the same as they are now.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library.
It's the swish and the swash that is annoying. You hear the Now it's true that I destroyed it compared to the original, right? I destroyed it really. In reality, if I want to redo it from scratch, right, what we are saying
Jayos.
is that I take this and then I lower it insanely. I can try to lower it more. No, sorry, non amplify. I can try to lower it more, right? So we went like -15. I can try -25. I don't know. That's not bad. The problem is always the... I think we can do it this way though. I mean, I see that it's coming out as we want, right? Because it's keeping, you see, it's keeping the wave. It's keeping the wave.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library.
Yeah, the real problem are the real problem are the sh, that it really sounds bad. You see all these ones, If I could somehow delete this. But how do I delete it? Can I do a cutoff by frequency or something? Because my problem... Wait a second, maybe here... And I had the idea to add another track with the same audio, but lower it in pitch, like minus 35, 35 what? 35 half steps, 35 semitones. This creates a wave that's very rock-like, but the issue is that I don't know what are the problems, right? If the problem is the... What is this, right? Yeah, all the sh and the j. All the j, sh, all those sounds. That are making the... So the sound wave is this, right? So I would like to say that I need to change the... Let me see if you can do it, huh? Because you don't know, but ChatGPT sometimes is very, very smart. Is smarter than you think. I highlighted in red the areas I would like to remove. Is there a filter that can remove only those? Because I don't know if those are like higher frequency, right? I think they are higher frequency. You are using a duplicate track pitch down by 35, yes, to create a rocky grow, which is a solid technique, but it's not a sibilant and plosive sound like sh and j become overblown and whooshy when pitched that low, often producing a natural burst or broadband noise. Exactly! Fuck, he understood, bro. I mean, this thing is becoming insane anyway. The red highlighted region you were from likely to respond to those harsh overcompressed bursts, and yes, there are ways to tame them or remove them. Okay, manually remove, no thank you. Apply a low pass filter, selective de-easing. Okay. To reduce the sharp heights of wash, select an entire pitch down track. Go to Effect, Filter Curve EQ. Go to Effect. What? So we select this, right? Filter low, filter curve EQ. Filter curve EQ. Okay. Apply a low pass at 2000, 3000 Hertz. Apply a low pass. Bro, in the... I only have dB, I don't have... What do you mean apply a low pass? I don't understand. Ah, I can decide the dB by... I understand it now. Okay. So a low pass, I think it means to create a 0 dB for a certain... I see. I think I understand what it means. The deeper rumbly tone you want usually lives below 1.5. 1.5. So they live like below there. So if I say that everything that is here is 0 dB, I mean, should I say 0 or should I say -0? Like if I do this, what happens? Nothing happens. I mean, it's not, you don't understand it anymore. So it means that everything is above. Now, wait a second. Let's select only this, right? Which is the one that we want to delete. I would like this one to go away, right? So if I want that to go away, is this increasing the volume? I don't understand. So if I keep it at 0, is it as in the original, right? So if I keep it at 0, this is as in the original. Yes, it is. Okay, so the 0 is my sound, right? And if I want to cut it off, I have to say that everything above a certain frequency becomes no, the opposite, right? Everything everything at a certain frequency becomes like -20 dB and the rest remains where it is, right? So is this what we are saying, right? But it doesn't cut it, bro. It doesn't cut it at all. Should I do the opposite? No, I don't think so. For sure it became lower. But I think because here I'm basically killing everything, right? I'm basically killing everything. I think like this I'm killing everything. While, okay, let's take this and this. So the point would be to remove the swoosh and keep the rock, right? But I don't think that this thing can, I mean, it doesn't feel like he's doing it. So we say everything there stays, everything here destroys. No, you see that everything stays, right? So, or is the opposite, but I don't think it is as well, so. Sounds like here I'm getting everything. Can I delete that or no? Cannot, huh? So when you have a point, it's GG. I don't understand how to... He's reducing the volume of that as well. Wait. 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 Fuck. It's exactly the same. How is it possible? Why we don't hear this anymore? Huh? What? It's not long enough to be... Okay, I think like this is very recognizable, right? He's there anyway. I cannot cut off only the... I mean, I cannot cut off... Wait, let me try... It seems that this waveform is anyway catched by this part, exactly the same as the other one. So it seems it's not doing it by frequency. I think that this filter curve EQ doesn't look like it's doing it by frequency, right? But I think we're not too far. Noise reduction, huh? Noise reduction I think is also a very good idea, but before going there... No, we finished the upload. Fuck. Okay. Let me see if we can... I think the noise idea is not a bad idea. So if I do this, right? If I do noise reduction, get noise profile, right? And then I select everything and I kill the noise profile. And I kill the noise, right? He did it well here, but not there. This one it did it, but it's basically like then doing it manually. Also, it seems that the volume went down so much. I don't know why. I didn't touch this, right? There must be a way, though. There must be a way. Select a portion of the whoosh and analyze plot spectrum, not the peak frequency of the harshness. Plot spectrum. Select the analyze plot spectrum. It's kind of interesting. Not enough data selected. What do you mean? Wait. Analyze plot spectrum. Not enough data. Not enough data selected. Bro, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, this is the data I have. Okay. But if I do this, it's not what I want to analyze, no? Spectrum. Frequency analysis. The frequencies, yeah, you see that it's pretty much all within between 0. So sides. No, I don't want to change that. I want to change the I want to change this thing, right? Can I zoom in? No, I want to zoom in horizontally, bro. Wait a second. Let me try to do this. So if I take only this, right, and then I multiply it 1,000,000 times together with, I don't know, together with this, and I multiply it 1,000,000 times, so he has enough data, right? Because this problem is the data, okay? And then I take all of this and I do plot spectrum, right? Frequency is here. Okay, so it closes. The problem is that we cannot really see, but closes at 2,700, let's say, right? 2,700. Then if I do the opposite, so I take all the whooshes, right? All the whooshy that are annoying. I put them here. And then I ask him to analyze them. Right? Is this enough data or no? Yeah, you see that actually there is a hole here between 0. Yeah, exactly. So, okay, I understand that. But then the filter pass is not really doing what I was expecting to. Because if this is true, right? I cannot go below 20 though. I cannot go below 20. Cannot go below 20. Because here we are where? Here we are at... Well, actually here we are at 300 and something. Okay. So if we are at 300 and something, right? And we say that, and we take this, right? Unfortunately, the volume is super low. Okay, I think that thing is recognizable, right? So if now we do filter, and we said what? 300, so in theory it's here. So if we put everything below 300 at minus 60 dB, I think it kind of went away. At the end there is still a bit of a but I think it's reasonable. Let me try to do a copy of this. And then apply to this idea, and then we can compare them, right? Why you cannot save this thing? Yeah, I think you can. It's just that I didn't save. Yeah, you can. So we can save it as 300 Hertz cut. Okay. Fuck. He did the opposite. What? He did the opposite, but it was sounding... What? Uh-oh. It looks exactly the opposite of what we want, but it's sounding... I don't know, fuck, because I have this muted. Why it changed completely? No, it didn't change. It just looks different, but it didn't change. But basically that piece that we wanted to remove was not removed. It did the opposite of what we wanted, right? So, okay, so if we do the opposite in the curve, then maybe we get what we want. I don't know. If we do the opposite of what we just did, so if instead of this we do the opposite, right? So we go from 300 up, we go 0, right? But why is also modifying this part? So I mean, this filter curve EQ, so my idea was that it was not touching, right? The part that is not affected. While it seems that is anyway, probably because it's a mix, probably because this is really a mix. It's not a, I think it did it. But why he changed it? Is different because he removed all the okay, because also in that part he removed the high frequencies. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's why. So basically remove the high frequencies, not just where they are clumped like that, but he removed the high frequency also from here, so that this one now sounds right. Ay, 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 ay. Why, ay, 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 ay. So I found where the cat should be at 300 Hertz. If I say that everything above 300 Hertz is zero volume, it actually removes the whoosh. But at the same time is also destroying, is also ruining the other parts, as those still have some high frequencies. Yeah, so that's the problem. Great finding. Great finding. Remove the whoosh, yes. Confirmed all sitting upper mid high while the stone giant rumbles a sub mid tone range. Yeah, this should now low pass remove the whoosh also destroy the clarity of the usable part of the pitched voice. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So when apply the filter curve, what is saying here? Can you capture a noise profile and then apply a noise filter? I tried a second ago before you joined, but it's a good idea actually, but the problem is that the noise profile is very... It recognizes sorry, I had to sneeze. It recognizes the specific pattern. So if I do noise profile here, it's removing only this and not this, right? Because they are completely different profiles. So the whoosh is mostly coming from the S, J's, you know, those kind of letters. So for example here, right, if I play this,
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library.
so this part is a J and it is an S, right?
I am Jayos, caretaker of...
And so when I take this and I lower it like insanely, because I did, I lowered it insanely, actually becomes like a rocky thing. Which is pretty much what I want. The only issue, because then if I put them together, right? Wait, what the hell? Yeah, if I put them together.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library. I am Jayos.
No, it didn't really sound correct. I don't know why. Probably because the volume is too low now, and so the other track is like covering it. But
I am...
yeah, but you see the difference, right?
I am...
It's really making... Yeah, anyway, it is what we want, right? Now, maybe it's not strong enough. We can raise the volume, but it's basically adding this like cracking sound at the back of the voice, right? At the back of the voice. But this one remains. And so what happens is that when he speaks, like this piece...
I am Jayos.
This part sounds really like a double voice, right? Try a de-esser filter. I don't know if we have a de-esser filter here. Does Audacity have a de-esser filter? Does not include a built-in de-esser by default. But maybe with a plugin, you can install Nyquist de-esser plugin. Simpler but built-in compatible. Nyquist de-esser plugin. Wasn't there a way to find the plugins from here? We already have some Nyquist here. Get more effects. Nyquist, right? What was the name? Nyquist de-esser. I think I should just go here where it's telling me to go. It's probably easier. Audacity wiki, missing feature. This link is fucked. This link is fucked. Why is giving you links that are wrong? It's not very good on the links, huh? Updated declicker and new de-esser speech. Nyquist plugin. Huh? Any Nyquist plugin that you add a Nyquist folder? Yeah, but where do I find it? That's the point. I understand this very nice declicker and de-esser. De-esser. De-esser.ni. Where do I put it? I put it in. We said put it in the Audacity plugin folder. Huh, I have to find that. I mean, there's not. No, I mean, I need to find that in my 3 million drives, but maybe we are lucky is in F music Audacity 3 plugins. Okay, I think it's good. Save. Huh, but now I think I need to restart it, huh? Now I think I need to restart it. Incompatible plugin found. That's fine. I think I have to relaunch it. The problem is that I want to save this. Can we save this project 1 second? And we save it. No, not the cloud. I don't need the cloud. I just need my thing. We can save it under voiceovers. I think it is okay. Test, we can call it test cran giant stone. I think with that I should be able to. Okay. So if I launch now my Audacity again, do you think that it will load it? Yeah, because I need to find a way to do it massively, right? So that I have to do the same flow on effect. De-esser, here it is. It did it. Okay, so we have it installed, which is very nice. So let me see what happens even to the normal sound. Well, no, let's do it on this one because I think is the way. So we want to remove that, right? Effect de-esser. Threshold minus 20 dB. Step size, larger mean more speed, less precise. Test frequency. Holy shit. The problem is that it's not very easy to understand what. You can get only that piece, maybe. Threshold, step size in milliseconds. I mean, we know the frequencies, right? Because we know that the frequency was between 300 and above, because we did we found it, right? So we know that between 300 and 2000, right, we have our S. But number of frequency bands, I don't know, what is this? Okay, like this, it destroyed it completely. I mean, it doesn't sound. Okay, so if I do it like this. Oh, fuck, why it doesn't keep the freaking things? I know, if I raise it, is killing also the. It's killing also the other one. Trying to go step by step, but wasn't cutting it off, and now it is. It just takes time to compute, or is. I don't understand what this thing is doing, and also I don't understand how it works. Because I mean, we could try it on this one, right? Maybe it's easier. So
I am Jayos.
you see this is super strong, right? So let's try to do it here.
Jayos.
And now use that.
Jayos. Jayos.
How do I don't know.
Jayos. Jayos. Jayos.
Threshold dB minus 20. Step size. Larger means more speed.
Jayos. Jayos.
I mean, it's not doing anything.
Jayos.
It's not doing shit.
Jayos.
I don't understand how it works. Boom, if you. I don't understand how it works. Is this an AI voice? Yes. I mean, it's an AI voice that I lowered significantly, but I mean, the other way is to delete it manually, obviously, but I was trying to avoid that, right? I was trying to avoid that. I think we can... He failed to send the crash report. So basically the flow is the following. We get a voice, we duplicate the track, and I mean, I can do it manually, right? I can do it manually. It's just that it takes more time. If I could find a filter, it would have been so much easier. But basically, I get a voice, which is this one.
I am Jayos.
Then I lower the pitch by 1,000,000, like I did, and I obtained this. And then I manually generate silence, right, in this area. So I manually select them and I go generate silence, right? And then I go generate silence, and then I go generate silence. I mean, but it's super annoying, right? So it takes me, I mean, it doesn't take me forever. I mean, it's doable, but still, if I have to do, you know, dozens of these things, I mean, the good part is that they are easily recognizable, right? So it's easy to select because it's very easy to see, right? And so now in theory that we don't have that anymore, I can play it together.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life to preserving the written word.
I think the result is not bad. I mean, it's not exactly rocks, right? But it's not exactly rocks, but it's not bad, I would say. I mean, it's one possibility. It doesn't mean that it's the only possibility, but it's definitely one possibility. Now, we tried also with a few other effects, right? But so we did -35, right? If I go really crazy and I go like, I don't know, -55, what happens? It disappears. So it's not bad though, because I can do this, and then I can select it again and increase the volume like crazy. But why is saying 7.7 is the maximum? Because there are certain peaks. But you still get, I mean, we are nearly there. We are nearly there, but we are not there. We are nearly there, but we are not there. What if I amplify it above the range? So I don't care. I just amplify it like crazy. So they go, yeah, but this will be saturated, so it will be cut. And so it will sound like cut off, right? So yeah, so if now I play it together with this, it will sound shit. Because this one now is taking over completely, right? I mean, I can cut it off and I can then reduce it again, but I don't think that this is, and also because it returns how it was, so,
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life to preserving the written word. I am
because I think that the lower. So we need something that is similar to lowering the pitch, right? It's very similar to lowering the pitch, but it's not lowering the pitch. So what else we have that is doing something like that? Change speed and pitch. No, we want the same speed, right? And we tried distortion, but distortion is basically adding noise, and it's really bad, really bad. We try compressor, but compressor is just cutting off certain, you know, it's just cutting at a certain height, and it's not doing it. Invert. What is invert doing?
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library.
It's inverting top and bottom. It's kind of weird, but it's not doing what we need. Noise reduction. Pole stretch, we tried it, but is changing the length. The phaser, I think, makes no sense. The reverb is very bad. It's not what we want. The wah-wah, I don't even try. Adjustable fade, clip fix, crossfade, clip DS, the delay, high pass filter. I never understood this once. What is this doing? 1060 V.
I am Jayos, I am Jayos. I am Jayos.
So it's just increasing the frequency of certain part. Send it to me on Discord. I'll try a few things. What are we trying to achieve? We are trying to achieve the voice of the crane. So we have a race, right? We have a race, which is this one, which is basically a stone creature. And I wanted to have the stone creature speak in a kind of a different way, with a bit of a rocky sound at the back, right? And I also tried to put just some sliding rock sound. So I tried this, right? So I took rock on rock scrape, exactly. I took this one, right? And I said, oh, this is perfect. I took this. Nah, fuck, not this one. This one I need to delete because it's so annoying. No, let me delete it because it's super bad. Okay, this one. Right? So this one could be the sound. The problem is that I cannot just take this and say, oh, easy, right? Is a new track of this. No, it doesn't work because it speaks only from here to here, right? And from here to here. So if you put like a track, huh? If I take like a track like this and I play it together with this.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life to preserving the...
So it sounds disconnected from the words, right? So I mean, yeah, obviously I could, right? I could go here and say, oh, it's speaking from ear to ear, so I'm going to delete this, right? But it's going to take me forever, right? I can say, oh, silence here, And if I do it like this, I think it will actually work. So if you ask me what we want to generate, we want to generate something like this, right? Then here, for example, you know, let me try to do it 1 second so we see what we get, right? Silence. Then here is silence again. And here is silence again. So basically this needs to follow the same waveform above. So if there was like a function to say extract the volume profile from this track and apply the volume profile, yeah, exactly, this should be the question, right? Can I will send it to you in a second. Can I, trying a different technique, can I extract the volume of the volume profile of one track and apply it to the second track, so that when the first track is not speaking, also my second track is silent? Because then, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Copy volume envelope. You want the second track to go down in volume and follow the volume profile of main voice track when the original is silent. Yeah. Auto duck effect in Audacity. Put your tracks in this order. Top track, original voice. Second track, the pitched down rumble. Select only the second track. Go to effect, auto duck. Okay. Well, first of all, let me see what this produced. Okay, so what this produced, these two together with my poses.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life.
It is a bit annoying, but it is annoying probably because there is too much high pitch, right? So if I take this rock sliding and I change the pitch to minus 55, no way. Minus 10. Yeah, for example. And then I play it again.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library.
It start to be. What you're basically what you're describing is basically a vocoder. What a vocoder does. What is a vocoder? Okay, let me just try to do this now. Let me paste again the clip, right? So we will mute this one. Let me move this up. By the way, we don't need it stereo sound, but fine. Yeah, let's make it mono because split stereo track. Yes. So if I delete this, right? So here we have our thingy. So it said what? It said to select the second, select only the second track. And go to effect auto duck. Okay, select only a second track. Effect. Bro, effect auto duck doesn't exist, you stupid monkey. I see. Sorry, me stupid monkey. Auto duck. Duck amount minus 12 dp. 0.57. Wow. No. Duck amount 3 million. It should go to 0. So 50 minus whatever, minus 30 dB. I mean, minus a lot. Minus all you can. It should disappear. Well, it's saying preview not available, but okay. Value not in range. It's kind of doing it though. It looks to me that it's kind of doing it. Let me apply. I mean, here we have volume, and he kind of fucked it up completely. I can send you the thing, yes. Let me send it to you, whatever. Do you want this one or do you want, what do you want? We just want the voice. I mean, you can try with your voice, but well, let me do it before we destroy this one, maybe. Save project. I have this project under voiceovers. Let me just see how big it is. How big it is? 33 megabytes. Ay, 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 ay. I cannot send it to you. Let me see if I zip it. No. Maybe it's already compressed. It's strange because the overall is not. If I zip it, it becomes. Because it's open, bro. If I zip it, becomes 6 megabyte. Okay. Why this cannot open? Wait a second. Wait a second. I think I can do this. Yeah, but it's becoming like 6 megabytes. So 6 megabyte on. Who are you on? Can you ping me? Who are you on Discord? Can you send me a message so I reply? If you send me a message, but I think if this auto dock is actually working, I think we can, but it doesn't seem like it is. Let me try with a new project, okay? So that we do it really. So we do this. We do 1, 2. Oh, it's not recording. Why is not recording? This 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we do okay. So that is my noise, right? And that is my 1, 2, 3. And now if this freaking auto dock works like this guy is saying, right? And I do effect auto dock. Auto dock needs a control track which must be placed below the selected track. Needs a control track. It's below the selected. So I have to select the first one. Okay. Minus 24 dB. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck? So, huh? Auto dock needs a control track which must be placed below the selected track. So it was the opposite. But he's doing the opposite, bro. He's doing the opposite. What the fuck? But yes, it seems to work, but it's doing exactly the opposite. No, why? Can I invert this? Please, please, please. I cannot move it down. Cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. He's doing it, but he's doing the opposite. Because duck means like to avoid, right? To avoid. So he's avoiding the other track. No. He's doing the opposite. I think I tried to message you on Discord. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I see you in queue. Approve. Yeah. Hello. I will send you this. Giant test, whatever. Boom. Your icon is a button, huh? Your icon is a button. It's coming. Okay, so he's doing exactly the opposite. So what is the opposite of duck? So duck is doing... So duck is actually reducing the volume when the other track volume is high. I want the opposite. You are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But auto gate or auto mask. 2 steps workaround. Oh my god. Duplicate your voice track. This will be the mask track. Apply effect compressor. Normalize it to silent part of very low speech is very loud. Truncate silence. This will remove the gaps between words and leave a rhythmically chopped version of the speech. Tweak the silence threshold and duration to get accurate breaks. Bro, I cannot add the silence myself manually, otherwise I just added the first one manually. No, this is not possible. If you are open for using a free DAW like Reaper or Cakewalk, they support sidechain routing, gating, or volume following plugin. Reagate. This will let you directly link the amplitude of the voice to the rumble. In Reaper, for what is Reaper? I don't know if it's free or I have to pay like $1 million. Reaper audio. Reaper audio production without limits. Oh my god. Do anything. What's new in version 7? Feature highlights. Digital revolution. Purchase. Cost, not so much. A new license includes a free upgrade for every Reaper version. $60, $225. You may use discounted license if you are an individual. Reaper is only for personal use. What is the difference between the normal one and the non-normal one? For free. No, Reaper for free, fully functional for 60 days. Fuck, I have to do all the voices in 60 days. No. All the voices in 60 days, my boys. Yeah, the problem is that the free version probably does not allow you to do to use it commercially, right? So, I mean, we can pay $60 if he's doing it, but paying $60 only to have gaps between words, I don't know. Sounds a bit stupid, but yeah. If I use the free version, okay. If I use the free version of Reaper, 60 days trial. Can I use the resulting audio for commercial purposes? In other words, did you read the license page? Yes, you can use auto creative with your free tile version for commercial purpose. With no limitation, you can use it for commercial work within the 60 days. Wow! Okay, we will try this then. I can. Okay, if I can, we can download it. I still have to understand if it actually then works, right? Because it's only 15 megabytes. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, Reaper. We put it on the same place. We put it on F. Let me restart the music so we have a bit of a background. Music, Reaper. Reaper, portable install, no. Desktop icon, no thank you. Start menu shortcut, yes. Associate with RRRP. Okay, associate with RRRP. That is not a very easy way. I mean, it's not a very easy problem, but the duck is kind of doing it, right? It's just doing it the opposite. Okay, I installed Reaper. Okay, I installed Reaper. Now what? Now what? Huh? Original voice, pitch it down. With original voice silent, Rumble is silent, original voice talking, Rumble is audible. Step in Reaper, add your track, insert track 1, insert track 2. Click the FX button, Rumble track, add a regate. Regate. Wow, it's still loading. It's loading a million plugins. We can buy it if it's doing what. You have no selected an audio device. We'd like to select an audio device driver now. Yes. Device wave out. Input device microphone. Output device this. Yes. Good job. Purchase is not free. It is a paid soft product. If you use more than 60 days, you are required. You have been evaluating for approximately 1 day. Okay, 12 seconds. Reaper license are very reasonably priced. Well, very reasonable. I don't know, but yeah, I mean 60 okay, 220. But anyway, let's see first if it does what we need. If it does what we need, we can buy it. It's not a big deal. Maybe we can also use it for other stuff, right? Evaluation license. Okay. No tracks are armed for recording. You can continue, but nothing will be recorded until you record arm a track. What the fuck? Okay, can I add it? And now we need to understand this thing. Can I add a track, please? No, adding a track is a hard one. Insert track. Okay. There's a lot of noise. Why there is so much noise? Wait, stop. Is the track recorded or not? One, two, three. Holy shit. Didn't record anything. Fantastic. Okay, I have a track. He said that I should have armed a track, which I have no idea what it means, but record, arm, disarm. Bro, I just want to record some audio. I mean, it doesn't seem that hard of a question. One. Huh? Doesn't record anything. What the fuck? Can we have the... Okay. Insert track 1 in your... Okay, I can record it in Audacity and import it, because anyway, we don't need to record. So I can save these 2 tracks, right? And I can do the exercise. Okay, so export audio. That is noise or something. Oh, there is 1, 2, 3. Temp 4 is always a good place. There is 1, 2, 3. Delete me 1, 2, 3. And it is delete me noise. That is delete me noise. Okay, fine. Now in this thing, I want to import my open project, say project. I want to import the sound, right? Import media. Yeah, exactly. Import media. My PC, yes. CPS temp 4. And we get delete me and delete me noise. Can I pick both of them? Same time on separate track. Exactly. Very nice. Okay, so we have this, right? We have this. How do I scale the time? Must be a way, right? Control is scaling this way, this is scaling this way. Okay, fantastic. Very nice. Okay, very nice. Now, okay, I have the 2 tracks, right? I have the 2 tracks. Now, add the regate to track 2. So track 1, your original voice. Track 2, the pitched down version. Okay. So track 1, can I invert them? Yes, I can. So I click the FX on the rumble track. Okay, FX. And I add reagate cocos. Add. Okay, now what do I do? Step 3, set up sidechain routing. Disconnect the voice to the gate as a contact. Drag the route button from track 1 to track 2. Now, but these settings are okay or what? Reopen, yeah, I don't know. Let's leave these settings. From track 1, let's say add. No, add no. Okay, we have it. So we have it added to this thing, right? So we have an FX. Okay. Now I have to drag what? This small button? No, it is a fade in. Drag the route button from track 1 to track 2. Or click the route button on track 1. Click the route button. There is track envelope, mute, solo, FX, show track, item volume, mute FX. Do you see a route button here? What the fuck is it? I cannot find the route button. Cannot found. Can be a bit hidden, huh? From the mixer or track control panel, make sure you are seeing the track control TCP on the left side of the main window. View track control panel. View track. There is so much in the software. There is so much. Track manager. Razor editing. Metronome. Bro, there is only this. I don't know. Bro, this is what I say. Can I upload it? Ah, I can upload it. I thought I finished my quota. Right click an empty area in the track control panel left side where the track names or the value faders are. Choose track control panel layout, set it to A, B. Now you should see the route. What? Click on here. Select the track, what? Right click on an empty area in the track control panel. Choose track control panel layout. Track control panel layout. Mixer panel ABC. Ah, is here. Track panel. But what do I do? I do A? Huh? What? I don't understand what I'm doing. I don't understand what I'm doing. Fuck, why there is no menu for this route thingy if it's the most important thing you have to do with this software? Maybe it's this small dot. No, it's not a small dot. Cycles with the track is a folder. Visual spacer, track manager, insert new track, save track, remove track, duplicate track, move track to folder, render freeze, MIDI control, lock track, fixed lane, fixed item, automatic record, meters, track call, track icon, track base, track automation mode, track performance, track layout, envelopes, track grouping. Bro, it's not there. Set it to A or B, something fuller. Now you should see the route button on each track. It may look like I/O input output, a small box with label 2 out. I'm blind or I don't see it. I don't know, I don't see it. There should be some, there is the record button, the volume, mute, solo, effects, and this one I don't know what is it. Is the effects. So that is what we have on the track, right? Then there is the number, there is this small dot, but small dot is just dragging things. There is this small plus. Okay, let's search it on the internet. Reaper audio routing route. Basic routing. Basic routing. Okay. Sources, something about loudspeaker. Huh? Huh? Smaller, they couldn't do it smaller, no? It was not possible to make smaller things, no? So it was impossible to see.
Hi everybody and welcome back to the Reaper
24 minutes!
101 course. I'm Adam Steele and this episode, how I do all from one plate. That by default, 2 outputs, maybe 2 inputs for microphones. That's kind of it. But what if we don't want things to go out of our master output? There are so many reasons for that. Send an insight how to a routing button and you'll see there's a
Is this thing? I don't have it. In the track below? Oh shit, you should have told me. Send receiver hardware output option. But is this changing based on the... it was here below. You cannot see it because I'm in front of it. But it was here. It was not on the track. It was below. Okay, send receive hardware option. So if I click on this, what happens? Routing from track 2. Routing from track 2. Okay, so now I found it. So what should I do? Click on the route button on track 1. Click and add new send track 1 to track 2. Track 1. Master channel send from 2. From 1 to 2. Okay, from 1 to 2. Add new send from 1 to 2. Okay, is this set up? I mean, is this... I know, add send, wait, add send to new track. Okay, it's fine to me. Send to track 3. Okay, so the output will be in track 3. Okay. Add send detector input auxiliary input. Side chain input from track 1. Okay, anyway. If I do this, what happens? Pretty good. This was already worth the installation. 1, 2, 3, 1. Bro, but now how the hell? Hello, Ike Ozzy. The game is already converted, but we converted it from a very old engine which was called Crystal Space. I don't know if you know it, but was the time where there were some free engines like Ogre 3D or Crystal Space, and yeah, we were using that engine, but that engine went abandonware, let's say, so it was abandoned. And yeah, but we moved to Unreal Engine, and it's very good. I mean, I really like to be on Unreal Engine, actually. I found the route button on the bottom, not on the track on the left. Anyway, it looks like this. It looks like this when I click on routing. Isn't it incredible? You can send a screenshot to ChatGPT, he can read it and he understands it somehow. For the routing window, you already created a send from track 1 to track 3, exactly. But it's currently sending to channel 1, 2. We need to change that. Change audio send to channel 3, 4. In the send section at the bottom, click the drop down next to audio 1, 2, 2, 1. Change it to 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Why you cannot just freaking do it? Audio 1, 2. Mono source. What did he say? Is 1, 2, 1, 2. We have to change it to 1, 2, 3, 4. But sorry, why 3, 4? I don't have a 4 track. I don't understand what he's saying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I mean, I did it. I don't understand why. This will send the original voice to sidechain channel 3, 4 on the Rumble track. What the fuck? Open the FX or Rumble pitch track. This one we did already. That's it. Set your threshold to the gate. Now only opens the voice is active. Adjust attack and release. Now you have a deep stone voice playing, only playing when the original voice is present. Huh? I don't think so, but let's see. Boo. 1, 2, not at all. 3, not at all. It's not working at all. Rear gate. No preset. 2, 4 in, 2 out. I don't understand this notation, right? When he's saying like 2, 4 in, 2 out. I mean, what the fuck does it mean? Take channel 1, take channel 2, output L, output R, take channel 1, take channel 2, take channel 2, plug in channel 2. What the fuck is this thing? Why so complex? I mean, I want to apply an effect, right? I want to apply an effect to this thing. So, I mean, I understand that in this case we want to take the audio from one to the other, but this rear gate is doing exactly that, right? So why? Let me just try to apply another effect. Like if I click here, I apply another effect. I don't know, whatever, right? Distortion, right? Let's apply distortion to the first one, just because, right? Can I? No, I cannot. There is nothing under distortion. What? Ah, because I have the filter. Fuck. Okay, distortion. Okay, this distortion, right? I added here. Okay, very nice. Dust, scratch at the maximum, wear at the maximum. Okay, okay, very nice. Okay, we have that. So now if I mute this and I only play this, can I hear my effect? 1, 2. Yes, I can. Okay, actually the effect has been applied. Okay, good. So this effect thing is actually kind of working, right? Nice. So in the same way, this effect, right? This effect should be applied. I just don't know if it has to be applied to this track or it has to be applied to this track, right? Are you sure the rear gate should be applied to my noise track? Yes, rear gate should be applied to your noise don't rumble track, not the voice track. Okay. I mean, I did this, but rear gate. There is this dBay, right, which is infinite. Pre-open. I mean, pre-open and attack is just how many milliseconds you want to wait for, right? And the hold and release and all of that. So all this looks good to me, right? Looks good to me. I think that the problem we have is that it's not really, right? It's not really doing it. Boo. 1, 2. And I don't even understand why I need a third channel, actually, right? I don't even know. And the problem is, how do we tell this guy that 1 is routing on 2 for these FX, right? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that I have to add the effects on the routing, not on here. That could really be. So let me redo it while adding the. So if I add the effects here, right? I cannot. It seems that I cannot add it. No. Rear gate. Yeah, it's here. Yeah. Rear gate. So now I added the FX here, right? Instead of adding it on the track. I don't know if that makes any difference, but I don't understand too much the difference between the top view and the bottom view, right? It's not very clear to me. I don't understand what is the but anyway. So let's see now. Boom. 1, 2. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. By the way, the FX is showing here now as well. Let me try to understand a bit better this. So the route, do I have to press the route on track 1 or on track 2? Do I have to press route on track 1 or track 2? Press the route on track 2. In the receive section, add new receive. In the receive section, receive. Master send channel from 2. Receive from 1. Okay. Receive from 1. Okay. Boom. 1. 2, 3. Exactly the same, bro. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Oh my god, when you want to do something and it's super complex, because this software are super complex. So he said 1, 2, 3, 4. What the fuck he said? One, 2. Boom. 1, 2. Probably just not doing it. I don't know. I'm losing motivation for this. I'm losing motivation, which is not very common for me, but I am. So receive. So in the receive section, click on add new receive track 1, your voice track. After adding the receive, click on the little drop down in the receive box, said audio 1, 2, 3, 4. This sends the voice track to the channel 3, 4. I don't want to of the noise track, channel 3, 4 of the noise track. What do you mean? There is a track with multiple channels. This is what I don't understand. So you have tracks and you have channels inside the track. What does it mean? I'm like lost a bit. Also, I don't understand this 1, 2. What is this 1, 2? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's saying to do it this way. Boom. 1, 2, 3. It's not doing it. It's not doing it at all. Receive track. Master channel send. 1, 2. Let me try it like this, maybe. I don't know. Boom. 1, 2. I don't know. I have no idea. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Thanks for sharing the screenshot. Track channel must be set to 4. You already did it in your screenshot. I set a channel to 4. Where did I? Track channels 4. Okay. Double check regate setting on track 2. open the regate plugin on track 2, your noise track, and make sure of this. Detector input set auxiliary RRRR. Track 2. Regate plugin on track 2. Bro, this is the screenshot. What is this? Al R R R L R R plus 3 4? What is it? Detector input. Detector input. Detector input. Do you see a detector input, guys? I don't see any detector input here. Detector input. There are so many buttons that my eyes cannot really parse all of this information. Also, it's so small, right? So it's super small. I don't know why they did it this way. I mean, they have super small panel and everything else is empty. I don't understand this. Is on the FX or detector input. Open the regate plugin on track 2 and make sure of this. Detector input threshold. Detector input. 4 in 2. Wet dry. Open it. Detector input. Fuck is it? Auxiliary input. I cannot select L plus the other one. I mean, I can only select this. I can only select that. No, I hit the limit. Okay, GG, I hit the limit. Auxiliary input. Why so complex, boys? I don't understand. 1, 2. I don't understand why it's so complex. I mean, I don't understand why you need to have like a million inputs. Why you cannot just have a simple setup, you know, where you have detector input main channel L. What the fuck? 1, 2. Oh, Jesus. No, it doesn't work, and I completely lost my motivation for this at the moment. I will try again, but it basically consumed me. So I don't know. I think that this regate can do it, but maybe we can search. I don't know. Maybe we can search a video for this regate. Reaper regate example. I don't know. Maybe there is a freaking video. Regate basics. Okay. Right.
Dynamic effects that do wonders almost impossible in the analog world. Of course, that point seemed to be lost on most of the developers, and except for a few proprietary plugins, it was only recently that truly powerful, better than analog gates were available in native DAWs. Regate combines the best features of archaic hardware gates and the extreme possibility. The threshold fader sets the level where the noise gate operates. When signal falls below the threshold setting, the noise gate attenuates the audio according to how the rest of the controls are.
When the threshold is hit, the noise what? Yeah, but do you have 2 tracks or not?
Set. Next to the threshold fader, Regate's meter shows the signal level that the threshold control is dealing with. This signal is provided by the detector circuit, which we'll get to in a minute. Now let's...
So actually you see this, right? So can we see this? Can we open it and see this volume going up when I play or not? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this thing, right, is set on. This thing is set on the noise. Because you see that it's fixed. 2, 3. Huh? 1, 2, 3. It's the opposite, bro. I mean, this one should trigger. I mean, at the moment, when this is below the threshold of the noise is what? The noise is muted. So here in theory, I should, if this is the input, here I should see my channel 1, right, on this thing, not my channel 2.
Let's look at the envelope section right in the middle.
Channel 1, 2, signaling. Why I cannot select the channel here? Why I cannot select the track? You see that here I cannot say, this signaling input is different, it's already different. This was 17 years ago, GG, bro. This was 70 years ago.
Of the GUI. Open the attack circuit, familiar, undo, and all is the signaling into using these to open your snare gate filter output block. Sure, this way, set this at unit or comfort noise for any.
Jesus Christ, I don't know why.
Aloha.
I don't know why it's so complex.
Drums, and I'm not happy with the kick drum sound. See what we have now? Either to replace it or to mix the two together to create a better sound. So the first thing I want to do is make a new track. We're going to use this track as a playback module. So we can place a virtual instrument plugin right on this track. I'm going to choose Resample-O-Matic 5000 per instrument. Here. Up. And the way to set this up the MIDI, we could do this with the Regate plugin. So let's put it on. Now there's already a few plugins on here. A compressor and an EQ. That's okay. Let's just add another one. We'll add the Regate.
Regate.
And we'll put it first.
Okay.
This way it's not affected by the compressor or the EQ. So now you want to set this up to use this feature that not many people know about, right down here. Send MIDI on open close. So every time the gate opens and closes, it's going to send out a MIDI note. So we'll turn this on right here.
He's doing.
And we could choose the note.
He's doing completely different stuff.
But like I said before, we're keeping it very simple. So any note will work, and so will any MIDI channel. So it really doesn't matter. So now let's set up the gate to open and close on each hit.
But you see that we have to do it on the first track. I mean, we cannot do it on the second track because otherwise this thing will not open close, right? Unless the input can come from another track, right? So, and this is what I'm saying since 1 hour, that, I mean, if I go here and I say that, you know, this track, but, you know, why my receive is gone now? Oh, no, okay, receives from track 1, right? Receives from track 1, audio 1, 2, 1, audio 1, to audio 2, 1. It's just not doing it, boys. It's just not doing it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait a second. Now we had on one channel we had the voice, and on the other we had the noise. So actually now it seems to do something different, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, finally, Jesus Christ, superstar. Finally, finally somehow did it. I don't understand how, but so basically now we have the two tracks here. 1, 2, 3. Right. Attack 3 milliseconds. All the zero. So now it's doing it. So what did I change? I mean, I changed a million things, but main input. So this is the default, right? So I didn't change anything here. I mean, obviously I had to raise this bar, but then how does it know now that is only one channel? Because I did audio 1, audio 2, while before it was 1, 2. I mean, it was different, right? I mean, none of this is stereo sound, so okay, so 1, 2 seems to be stereo sound. So mono, okay, so the notation 1, 2, it means that there is a stereo track. And it is like the two sides of it, like left and right. So if I do 1, 2 on my source, it will not do anything because it's a mono source. So I should do 1 and 2. Okay. So maybe it is what we were missing. So let me try to break it. So if I go back to 1, 1, right, and play, then do we see this one being the same? 1, 2, no, 3. We don't, but it's broken anyway. So, but it's broken. So for whatever reason, we need 1, 1, right? Yeah, we need 1, 2. I mean, we need 1, 2. We need 1, 2. We need 1, 2 with receive input. Okay, so now it's doing it in theory. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now let's try to do it with the real sound, right? Or let me do something. Can I save this project so that we don't lose it? Under Reaper Media document, I will never find it again. No, let me put it in a place where I can delete it. Okay. Are you trying to sidechain gating? I tuned it out for a few minutes. No, but now I think we did it, right? I think now we did it. So I'm just trying to audio. Let's create a new directory and call it Reaper tests, right? And then so I will then delete them. Test reagate. Okay, test reagate. So now if I create a new project, I know that it's a bit painful to create a new project now, but fine. And then I want to add new tracks, right? So I do insert a new track. No. We do remove tracks. We do insert a media. And as a media file, I want a voice. I mean, whatever is fine. Any voice. This voice, right? This voice. Can we play it or cannot play it? Okay. Why we cannot play it? Because it's muted? No, it's not muted.
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
Okay, nice. Now we add another track, which is the this. No, please, not on top, on a new one. Fuck. Seriously? Okay, let's insert. How do I insert as a this, right? Okay, so we have this lighting thingy. Now, unfortunately, this thing contains poses, right? And holy shit, what is this? Okay, can I just cut it from ear to ear, or is too hard? I don't like this program, by the way. It's really too complex. I mean, I don't know why I know there are certain things that I know that I don't know it enough, right? But like just the selection. I mean, why the selection is not just dragging, right? Why I cannot select, right? Why I cannot select a piece? Why everything is divided in beats, right? Like if he's yeah, for beats. I mean, this is just an audio file. Grid lines enabled. Okay, let's remove the grid lines. Move envelope point with media point. No. Okay, now, okay, I remove the grid. Okay, now it's a bit better. Okay. So if I do this and I press delete, can you delete it? Obviously not. That would have been too easy, right? Okay, right click, delete something. Trim items to the selected area. The opposite, thank you. Cut selected area of items. Well, yes, but put them together, please. Remove items, no. Trim to selected, no. Split item, heal item, enclose media in Razor, enclose media items in Razor edit. What the fuck is this? No. Okay, there is no simple delete. You cannot delete a piece without going crazy. Cut items is cutting everything. Cut selected area of items is doing this, is leaving a space. Can we then put it together somehow? Or is to us too much? It's adding silence. So basically it's undoing what I just did. You see, it's adding silence. So okay, I can do this maybe. Okay, I can do this. Okay, I can do this. I'm already hating this, but fine. So let's say that I want to do the same here. Can I select from here to here? Okay, thank you. So I have to cut selected area and then I have to move this. No, now I cannot do it anymore. I have to move this here. Okay, nice. Yeah, you can overlap a bit, it's not a problem. Okay, now we do this again because I want to have a noise that is continuous pretty much, right? Is what I'm trying to do. So I cut selected item area and then I move this to the left. Okay, because it keeps the other selected. Okay, this should be enough, right? I won't move audio without you doing what? It won't move audio without you doing it. No, but I mean in Audacity, right? You delete, it's just merging them automatically, right? Like this. So it's so intuitive, right? So you want to delete a piece of the track and you want to put the other two together without leaving any empty space, right? So it's just more intuitive. But yeah, if it's for music, you say maybe that piece you want to remove a piece and put another piece. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah, if it's for music, like in that time you want to substitute it with something else, so it's unlikely that you want to compress it. But yeah, you should have a mode, you know, that is for audio, right? Not for music. But fine. Okay, so now we have our continuous noise. Fantastic. And now what I have to do, I don't understand if clicking FX here is the same as clicking FX here. I assume yes. So we are going to assume yes and we're going to put it here. Now, here main input, we keep main input, right? We keep main input. The difference was,
Hello and welcome to the outpost.
the difference was that we selected in the routing, we said master channels, we said new receiver, channel 1, and then we said 1, 1, 2, no, 3, 4, I don't know. This is also very confusing, right? So if I have a mono track, which is this one, which is 1, and the second one is double, what is this then? 2, 3, or what? Probably it's 2, 3. Could be 2, 3. Let's assume it's 2, 3. So we had a new receiver, right? So now if we play,
Hello and welcome to the outpost.
we don't see anymore on the left. We don't see anymore on the left the other input. Probably because here what I said 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2, huh? 1, 2, 3. Something like that.
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it.
You see that now it's not doing anymore what it was doing before. That we had basically on the right channel. We had on the right channel this thing, right? Can I make this mono or no? It's too complex. But basically we are in the same setup as before. You send me something on 1 is left, 2 is right, 3 and 4 and the next stereo channel probably. Yeah, but in this case, I mean, if I have 1 that is only mono, then what should I select? I should select then 3, 4. Maybe 3, 4. Okay, let me try 3, 4.
Hello and welcome to the outpost.
But you see that now here we don't have any more that effect that we could select the left channel and the right channel, right? Which is a pity, because that it was making the thing work, right? Track channel 4. There is another thing that I don't understand, right? Track channels 4. No, we have 3 channels, not 4. But 3 is not selectable. Can I make this track mono, so maybe it will simplify my life? No, Okay, we just do this and re-import it, I guess. Anyway, I think Audacity is million times more easy. At least in terms of being intuitive, then... Like if I have to make it mono, I just say split stereo track, right? So it's one menu, is there, is easy. Let me do the cleanup here so that we have it. Did you send me something that is solving the problem and so I can just stop doing what I'm doing, or what? But yeah, but we can edit in this program and then mix in the other, right? So it's okay. I mean, rock sliding, let's call it rock sliding continuous. Yes, ages ago. Okay, let's see. Rock voice.
I am J.O.'s, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life to preserving the written word. I am J.O.'s, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life to preserving the written word.
Yeah, it seems to...
I am J.O.'s, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life to preserving the written word.
It kind of seems to work, yes. Only at the end there is a bit of a weird sound, but it seems a bit to work. So how did you do it? So what is the... So how did you trim the noise track with the voice track volume? Okay, insert media file. No, wait, because if I do this, it will put it there, right? So we have to create a new track, select it, and then insert media file. Okay, this is rock sliding continuous. Okay, I'm getting better at this, huh? So I can delete this track pretty much, remove track. So now here we add this FX, right? And we still have main input. I don't know if I did main input left at the end and this was doing the trick. Maybe, I don't remember though. So now I have only mono, right? So it should be 1 to 2 from 1, right? And I should have mono 1, mono 2. Okay, nice. So if I do this, then can I?
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through.
But you see that he's not doing anymore the split between left and right that he was doing before. I don't know how I achieved that, but somehow I achieved that. Why this thing is stereo again? No! What do you mean? I saved in mono. It is a mono track. Huh? Huh? I have to go, I finished my time. That's the vocoder. Ah, you did it with another program. You did it with another program, right? Unfortunately, I finished my time. Shit. We didn't do. I mean, it was working before. I can stay like 2 minutes more, but I really need to go. We did it before on the other track. I don't know why it's not working here. We can reopen maybe the other program and see track channels 2. From 1 to 2. Yeah, this is what we did actually. Then I pressed this one time randomly and I pressed this one time randomly, but I don't think that add new receive from track 1 Abelia. I think that here we didn't select anything, right? No, we didn't select anything. The problem is that this track is like double, as you can see, right? And I don't know if now is for whatever reason is going on the third one, right?
Made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
And if I raise this volume.
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
You see that this volume is the volume of auxiliary input.
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
So what I need.
Hello
right?
and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinth. You are safe here, kind of. Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
And now it's taking.
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through.
But now it's taking this. Now that this is muted, it's actually taking that.
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
Seems to work now. So I think that I was confused before by the left and right, probably just because there was one track only on the left and it was going higher. But actually, it seems that this is the mix of the two lines, right? So actually now it seems to be doing it if I keep between this volume and this volume. I mean, it's not very easy, but I mean, my idea was to see only the only the second volume, not both volumes, right? So that is what is weird. In the previous project, okay, let me save this project. And we will call it test regate Abelia. So if I open up the previous one, right? I don't know what was different, but in the previous one, I was really seeing the volume only for this. At least this was my understanding. Maybe I didn't understand it right, but it looked like 1, 2. You see that is only on the left, on the right, whatever. So here we have main inputs. I mean, it's true that there is a mono thingy, but here we have 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, right? So it's exactly like the other. Here we have send to original channels, which is the default, right? So, and it is only for MIDI. So we have this thing all on the right, though. No, it's the width. So it seems to be pretty much identical to the other setup, with the only difference that we have a track that is actually mono, while here we have a track that is let me just ask, how can I make a track mono? No, fuck. In what is the name of this program? Reaper audio program. How can I make a track mono? I also found the offensive sound to be around 393 kilohertz. Okay. Click on the track record arm button. I don't know what is this arm button. Click the input selection button. Choose mono. What is this arm button? When recording? No. Convert an existing stereo to mono. If you already recorded, right click the audio clip on the track, go to item setting, take channel mode. Item setting, take channel mode, mono. Left. Okay. Wow. Okay, but anyway, is here. So is under item settings and then here. Okay, now we know it. So if I execute it again,
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of doing it now. Will this sound be good for us or not? I don't know. But yeah, we can use this technique or another technique. I mean, now the voice is not the one that we want, right? So we will have to create another voice for the crown. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for the help anyway, push button. So, or I send you the files, or I send you all the files and you do it, or you tell me how to do it. I mean, is that program free, or is something that you have to pay for? And I mean, send me more information on how you did it, because if it works, we can do it that way. So we can basically have, like I tried before, right? The two tracks and one tracks, we duplicate, we lower the pitch, and then we do the audio thingy. Otherwise, we try to use this rock, which obviously I will have to reduce the pitch a lot, right? So we will have to change. I don't know if it's possible to change the pitch here. Probably it is. Maybe there is a pitch FX, right? area pitch, area pitch, shift full range. Yeah, exactly. That is like in Audacity, right? So you just put the thing, and hopefully this will. So now this voice will sound super low.
Hello and welcome to the outpost.
No, sorry, I did it on the wrong. Well, this is my bad. I did it on the wrong place, right? So we will have to duplicate this track somehow, and then we will have to here to lower the thingy. No, here to add the effects, pitch, yes. And then here we will have to shift it down, okay. And then we will have to hear it as solo, okay.
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
Now, that is probably not even enough. I think we did 55 with the other one. Yeah, but this is already fairly good. This is already fairly good. So now if I apply the same technique of the rear gate, can we do it? But now I will need a rear gate between this and this, right? So my track 2 why I have to receive from? Wait, track 1, 1. I think I'm starting to understand a bit, but okay, so now exactly. Okay, so now wait, because we have it. So we don't go solo anymore. We go mute only this guy, right? So now in theory the speech should have those sounds only when there is volume. But I don't know.
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
Let's say that the result is, I mean, the attack and the hold and the release maybe is not good enough. I don't know. We should release immediately, probably. So it seems that is too.
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
The problem is that the sound of the second track is not very rocky. I also found, well, it might be worth a monthly subscription where you use it, otherwise the license is about £400. I use the Reason Studio, but if you have a bunch of audio and you want processing, I don't mind as long as you can send it all in batch.
Hello and welcome to the outpost. I'm glad you made it through the labyrinths and you are safe here, kind of.
But you know what is the problem? I mean, I think that now like this it kind of works, but the problem, and also I don't hear a lot of issues like the S and whatever because they are lower volumes, they get cut off, I guess. But the problem is that this is too wet. This is too wet, right? So is too round. I don't know how to say. I mean, actually, it's not too bad. If I listen to it alone, but it's a bit too wet, so it sounds a bit like a pig, right? It sounds a bit like a pig voice. I don't need a pig voice. So I don't need a pig voice, right? I need a rock voice. So that track is too wet, but fine. Okay, I don't know if we wasted time tonight or we did something. I think we wasted a bit of time, but anyway, we learned a bit of these different programs, which is nice. And if I have to say I found a solution, no, probably I didn't find a solution yet. I will listen again to your version.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my life to preserving the written word.
I think the problem of this one is that the main voice was already too low, and so it's very hard to understand what he's saying, right? While there was not the idea. So the idea was to have a voice that you can hear and have some noise in the background when he speaks, right? Like grinding stones.
I am Jayos, caretaker of this library. I've devoted my...
But here the main voice was already a bit destroyed, right? So that's... Okay, I will think about it, guys. So tomorrow I'm not here because it's Friday and I have my usual D&D session, role-playing session on Fridays. So we will see each other on Saturday afternoon around 4 p.m. and we will continue with that, right? I don't know if we'll continue with this or we'll do something else. I don't know. We will see. Maybe I will find a solution before. I don't know. Let's see. Bye. Look at this happy pig. Bye-bye. See you guys. Saturday, 4 p.m., 5 p.m. European time, roughly. Bye.